Yeah. Wall Street knocked and the chain didn't crack. Now the suits got sets in the velvet sack. From cold vault laws to the miners' flame. Bitcoin, walked through fine, came out with a name. The river ran quiet, then the floodgates broke. BlackRock lit a match in the old world smoke. Paper hands watched while the big hands came, pouring pension fund thunder through the orange flame. ETFs drank spot like a desert drinks rain, tightening the float like a gold link chain. Shares get created, real coins disappear. Supply gets thinner when the whales draw near. Now grandma's portfolio, hedge fund towers both tap the same pipe for digital power. Bitcoin ain't whispering from basement screens, it's marching through brokers in tailored jeans. Cold, hot hash, steel in the storm. Old money meets fire where new rails form. From false to the chain, from the street to the Fed. Bitcoin won't sleep, it was born undead. Cold, hot hash, sparks in the night. They tried to call it risk, now they price it like light. When the old world shakes and the new world roars, the orange coin knocks on sovereign doors. The market got pipes, now the flow runs clean. In-kind creation through the trader machine. Tighter spread, sharper hedges, clean the lanes. Less sand in the gears, less blood in the drains. Options on the table, index door swing. Capital markets gave the dragon the ring. They can warehouse the beast, they can hedge the bite. Turn a rebel-born coin into balance sheet light. Then the White House carved the reserve in stone. Forfeited coins in the federal throne. Not just a risk asset, not just a trade. A sovereign shadow when the vault gets made. Texas said, oh, Florida leaned in. Illinois and Missouri let the bills begin. Trash reverse auditors, pension room eyes. Now cold storage sounds like the future in disguise. Cold, hot hash, steel in the storm. Old money meets fire where new rails form. From vaults to the chain, from the street to the Fed. Bitcoin won't sleep, it was born undead. Old rules fell off like rusted chains. Banks saw the vault door open again. Custody friction got shaved to the bone. Advisors can't point where the cold coins are stored.
No more fog so thick you can't see the line. Regulators drew maps through the digital mind. CFTC, SEC, memos in motion. Clarity drifting like law on the ocean. Bitcoin stands cleaner than token confetti. A commodity blade when the courtrooms get heavy, while others get tangled in legal quicksand. BTC walks with a harder hand. Your Meeka clock ticks loud in the square. No license, no service, don't breathe that air. Exchanges and brokers must sharpen their keys, because global liquidity crosses the seas.
Sims cry like sirens over neon rain. Baseline crawling through a blockchain vein. Every law, every vault, every license gate turns chaos to rails where the big funds wait. The dollar got armor, the stable coin drums. 1-to-1 backing when the statue comes. Genius and ink, safe assets stack. Less glass in the floor when the market cracks. Risk assets tremble but dollars stay near. Drop out of park wide, the crowd smell fear. USDC glowing, tether still loud. Cash in the clouds, under thunder clouds. Bitcoin trains where the stable coins flow. Like gasoline waiting where the engines glow. With liquidity lingers instead of leaving town. The next green candle was fuel underground. Cold, hot hash, steel in the storm.
Old money meets fire where new rails form.
From vaults to the chain, from the street to the Fed.
Bitcoin won't sleep, it was born undead. Corporate treasuries came with the grant. Strategy stacked mountains and doubled again. 21 plotting with merger-born steel. Strauss chasing Semler like sharks on a deal. Listed companies turn stock into sats. Coins leave the street and vanish from maps. Balance sheets bloom with the orange infection. Equities become a leverage reflection. FTX go still shake coins from the grave.
Bankruptcy checks hit the post-crash wave.
Some cash may return to the carnival floor. Old wreckage becomes dry wood at the door. CME lights up the futures bazaar. Weekend hedges under 24 star. More price discovery, more institutional hands, but faster shock waves when the macro drum lands.
Bitcoin wears the crown while the altcoins bleed. Dominance climbs when the market wants greed, but then volume rallies walk glass over pits. One sharp wind and the order book splits.
Bobby got hit through a cold wallet scar. Trust fell screaming from the exchange sidebar. Even when the stolen coin wasn't BTC, the whole stack shook like a racking tree. Institutions learn,
Don't sleep on the ledge. Use self-custody. Regulated vaults.